Here in this Arduino motor sheet example, we have a DC motor. We know that the speed of the DC motor can be controlled using altering the voltage. This Arduino board can have only two values, that is 0 and 5 volt, and so by varying the pulse rate we can change the speed. Since the speed is directly proportional to the average voltage in a motor, and here we use a PWM technique in which we can control the speed by varying the voltage using PWM technique. Using the brake, the direction A, the PWM and IO12, we can use it to change the speed and direction of the motor. In the source code panel, I have set a code in which we can see the maximum value of PWM which the motor can have is 255, and we have initialized it as 100 PWM to see what is the speed of the motor. In the Arduino board, 12th pin is set as an output, and when it is high, the motor runs clockwise. Pin 8 is the brake and it is set as low to disable it, and the pin 6 is set as an output which is for PWM output. The maximum speed which the Arduino board can have here is 52 RPM, and this analog write generates the PWM signal at 6 pin, and here the formula for calculating the voltage is given. Suppose that if we have 200 PWM set, so the net voltage will be 200 by 255 into 5. So now we need to run the simulation so that we can see how the motor reacts and what is the RPM value. We click on build and then build project. Now we can see that it has been compiled successfully. Now we need to run the simulation, and here in the schematic capture option we can see the motor is running, and this denotes the RPM value. We can see that at PWM is equal to 100, the motor settles at 9.28 RPM. Now we check for PWM is equal to 50. So for that we need to manipulate the source code. Here we are initializing the PWM to be at 50. So ideally it should settle at half of 9.28. For this we need to click on the build project and compile it. We can see it has been compiled successfully. Now we need to run the simulation, and here in the schematic capture option we can see the motor is running. We see that the motor slows down at 2.41 RPM, but it should have been ideally slowed at 4.68. Hence we can deduce that it is not an ideal motor and depends on several parameters other than the voltage. Here in this assignment we learn about Node-RED, which can be used for visualization of a sensor using dashboards. It is basically a demonstration of the interface of the reading of the sensor. Here we have used the slider from the dashboard menu and renamed it as water level controller, and then made the group called as water level, and the labeling of this slider is water level controller, and the range is set from 0 to 100. So the gauge which has been taken up from the dashboard menu has been renamed as water level in centimeter, and the unit which it shows is in centimeter, and as per the water level reading, these colors represent the ranges in which they lie. Then we picked up one more slider and a chart. The slider is in the same group, so they are represented in the same window. Then we picked up one more slider and a chart. The slider is kept in the same water level group so that in the interface they are represented at the same place. Here the slider is labeled as gas pressure controller and its range is set from 0 to 40. In the chart we have used the bar graph and it also lies in the same group and its range is from 0 to 40. In the chart we have renamed it as gas pressure, which is measured in bars, and its range is set from 0 to 40 and it lies in the same water level group. And then I connected this slider and this gauge and this slider with this chart and clicked on the deploy option. Now I searched for the UI of Node-RED and used this IP address. And here we can see that the gauge represents the water level, and as we increase, the color changes accordingly as per the ranges. And the bar graph shows the data of the pressure of the gas received from the sensor.